Hello, everybody. This is Wellington Nidza from Computer Science Zimbabwe, and we are starting on a new topic called React. So React is a JavaScript framework, which is declarative. And in the last topic where we did manipulation of the DOM and creating a to-do app, the way we did there was it was imperative that you were telling it, we're telling, we're like telling things that we wanted to do, and it was like a long process. So React, it's a JavaScript library which brings the aspect of being declarative. So just like HTML, when you need a button, you just say the button and it is there. So that is the same with React. You just declare your button, and your button is just right there, and it is just fast, and it is performant. So uh, in React, you just you just do what you want, and the React itself, it just does the DOM manipulation for you. Writing in writing React, there's what is called JSX, which is JavaScript XML. It's a JavaScript transpiler, which transpires back to what you write, in React, which is in JSX. It transpires back to JavaScript. So that is it. And when we are dealing with React, we have what are called props, and props. This is a pass as an object to a component, and we have what is called a component. A component is just like a function whereby it retains a node, such as a div and so forth. And we have what are called states. So when you what is called a state. So a state is it's a class property, and to update that state, you have method such as you invoke set state methods. But this, you can quickly understand them when we will be writing code, and writing a simple to do app. So we'll be doing the to do app, the same we did using imperative JavaScript, and now we'll be doing, we create it using React. So I'm going to to create my React app. So to create a React app, you just do npx create React app, and our app, what we want to create is called my to do. Let's just say my to do list, my to do list. Yeah. So this is it. So I'm just gonna wait for a little bit of time so that it will finish to create this to do app. So as you can see here at my terminal, there's something that is happening. So let's just wait until the app is finished to be created. Okay, it's now done. So here I have to just go to the folder, my to do, let's see, I think I can just say my So I'm opening this this tab right here. Because I trust the so this is my my React app, the default app. So let me just run for you. I can show you what will be shown. Be shown clear. What will be shown here? So I just say npm start. So let's start the project. So let's just wait. And I don't know why it's taking so long, but just wait. Okay, so we successfully built this. So let us see what is our app. Let's see our app, our app, our app, our app. So this is just the app that just shows we've successfully created a React app. So that's it. So this is from this file app.js. So let me just remove all this. Use this file. Just remove all this. I think I don't care about this. And we just start to write our app or application. And this to do app. Let's start to write the to do app. Okay, so now import React from React. That's good. And now this is our class component. So class component. So class app extends React dot component. So this is our class component, and here we have constructor which accept props and props super. So if you understand the OOP, it's just basics of OOP, props. So this is our props. So and we talked about states. So this dot state equal to, so equal to, so we want to create a to do. So this, it's a to do's for to do's, and for our to do's it should be in array of to do's. So this is just creating of, we created our class component, and we have a constructor, and this is a constructor, and this is the state. So our state is for to-dos, the state for to-dos, and these what where we collect all our to-dos will be put in this state. And now let's create if this render function. So in this function we return. So what are we going to return? We're going to return an div. So you say, as I said, a component, we said a component returns a node, and that node have divs. So this is a div. So we want so based on the previous episode we did when creating a creating in Todoapp, a Todoapp using only JavaScript. We have this. We have to declare this ordered list. So our to-dos will be in this ordered list, and what should be shown in the our to-dos will be this dot. So when you want to put your JavaScript inside your the your in React app, you put these parentheses. So say this dot state dot to dos. So we want to show these to dos. So dot map, want to map. If you remember this, I had a function map and to do. So here, this is a component that will create code to do, and these to do dot say to do, and put this at the end. Okay. So as you can see now, we don't have this to do, so we want to create it to create this component called to do. So let me create the component. So here you can say const to do. So we say components accepts props. So they accepts props, and those props like this, and we said here the to do should have we say should have the input let me cancel this, input like this, and the type here, the type input type is say this is on, it's a checkbox. We're just doing the same as we did with that app that we did last time. And here, let me just put a button here. The button, we can just say delete. And what's wrong here? Okay, let you do this again, and here span, then we have props dot text. So you can just say, okay, you can just say props dot text, because this will be in JavaScript. Okay. Okay, this here we have error because this list, let's put a list here. This so this is it. So just created the list, and this is it, and that's it. So let us look at our here. What is changed? Let me load it here. So Okay, there's nothing that has changed already, but that's it. Now here we create this to do component, which is just declarative. Here we just put this is just total HTML, and now I want to add a button here, a button to add to do, a button for the to do, just so add to do. So that's correct, that's fine. So now I want to create a function, a method in our class for us to add the to do. So we can say add to do. So this is a method this in this class. So what would you want to do here? We want to say want to update the state here, the state. So what we said, when we are updating the state, we use this method called this set state to update this. So we can just say this dot set state like this, and we do like this and say to do's. So this is our array. So what we want to add there, want to maintain the previous. We assume that there will be previous state dot to do So this is, we want to maintain this previous state, and we want to add, what do we want to add? We want to add some text here. So this is it. We want to add some text. Where do you get this text? So now first here, say const text equals to, here I'm just going to say prompt enter to do, like this. So here this text we're adding it here to this state. So I think the best way here can do like this text, like this text, because these are object text like this. So now this is our method to add sorry, here is supposed to be to do's. So this dot state. So this is just saying, taking what is in the array already. We're assuming that this the to do, this state, this dot state to do is something, and we are collecting all that is been in this array, and we're adding this the state, the text that has been inputted. So here we have to add this on our function here, on our button. Say on click here, on click, what should you do? You say this, you got this function, this dot add to do, like this function, like this. So let's see what will happen. Let's just go to our here. So now we have this button, and let us try to add and say create button. That's our first to do. If add, so we are having this error, cannot read undefined set state. So if you remember, the last time we did, we talked about this keyword, and we say we have three manual functions to to make this bind to the function that they are called. So you can either say dot bind, and we put this, we solve that error, or you can decide to use core, or apply, or to just use the arrow function. Just put an arrow function and call this function in that arrow function. So that's it. So if we look at this and try to do this again, and we say create a button, and we add. So now it is correct, but the text here, we don't have the text here. The text that is supposed to be here, we don't have it. So if we go back here, we say this is our prop here. Our prop, we have declared our prop here, and in this prop we have for us to access the text here, we set it to be in this to do. So here we can change this to props dot to do dot text. So in this prop that there we can have to do dot text. If we go back to our window and we say create button, then now we have this text. But if we click this, if we delete this, these are not functioning well. So let's deal with that. So first to delete, to remove the to do, to delete the to do. So let us create another function, another method here, another method. Let's say a method remove to do. So, but here when we want to remove this to do, the problem now is here, if we click to do there, okay, because I've changed here. If we click the to do, we need something that identify that you are clicking the right to do. So we have to put an ID. So here you have to add an ID to our, so let ID equal to 0, and that ID we have to add on this when we are adding this text. So here we can just say ID must have an ID, and that ID plus. So now we have an ID that is being created whenever we add each to do. We have an ID there. So now it is possible to delete each to do. So we say we use this also, this set state. We say it is allows us to update our to do. Our to-dos, allows us to update our to-dos. So we can say this dot state. So we can say to-dos like this. So say this dot state dot to-dos dot filter. One, because filter, you understand the function filter, it filters with the condition that the condition we want. So to do function, say to do dot ID is not equal to the ID. So this is our function that removes the to do. So now what can we do? We can also add it here, to say on delete equals to what the function must be called this arrow function. So we said this arrow function, we are doing this because it allows us to remove the scenario where when we click the button to say the state is undefined. So that's why we are say we use this arrow function, remove to do, and a parenthesis here to do dot ID. So that's it. So if we try to look at our code here and we add a to do, we can say create button one, and add another one, say delete me. My spelling is wrong, but if we delete this, it's not working. So now, because here we didn't effect it on these on this prop here, so here you can say on click. So what should it do? It props dot on delete. So let's try to see what has happened. So if we, okay, we try to load, okay. So if we add to do, say delete me, and we add another one, just say keep, just say to keep here, and we delete this. So it is deleted. Now it is okay. So now this function is working well, but they want to maintain the on our function there on our here. You want to keep this one checked to record this one that it is checked. So we can go up here and say checked equals to it is found in the props dot to do dot checked. So here, but this checked is not yet in this, so we have to create another, and just have to set another one which allows us to say this is checked. So here you can set it to false. So whenever we create, so we have added another property to our to do that whenever we add a to do, the status of that to do should be just false. So that's it here. So it was that it is not checked, but now want to say to allow this state when someone click that checkbox, it should be it should be good. It should be it should update. So here I can just say you can just a method here, toggle to do so it collects an ID, and to update this, you just understand that use this set state, and here to do's. So here, I don't know what has happened here. Okay, it's okay. Here the state is not correct. Okay, so you can see that I can just this ID is good. You can just highlight to you that you have made a mistake the end there. So to do's. So here we just say this dot state dot to do's dot. Now what you want to do? Want to map uh we map the to do here. It's another function like this. So what should we do now? Say if 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 what would be a condition if the to do dot id is not equal to the id, then what should it should return that to do, else should return this object like this, else it would return the text should be to do dot text, and the id should be to do dot id, and checked should be the opposite of to do dot checked, because it is already set to false, so it will be true. So here this is correct. So now we want to effect this again, this function to our component here. So we can say on change, okay, on toggle, sorry, on toggle So to understand this, I have read the direct documentation, so it is easy for me to know this. But if you have some time to read the direct documentation, this is simple. This dot say toggle to do, I think toggle to do this function, and we say to do dot id. So this will not be effective if we add this on our component here to say on change. You should listen to this props dot what do we name it, on toggle here. So we are able to make effect to these tick boxes, that check boxes. So here you can also add on our here, just add here, you can just add a paragraph to say the number, like what we did, the number of to-dos you can say here it's it's obvious. What can we say? The length of that state that we created here, we can say this dot state dot to do's dot length So that's it, which is correct. And also we want to say the number of what is the number of checked, the number of checked, what has been checked. And so what should we do here? Here, what should we do? We say this. Also, we can say this dot state dot to do's dot. So we filter to do here, and a function to do can say when what is checked, you can say to do dot checked here. So want the number. Also, don't forget to say dot length like this. So let us see up here what we did is effect. So we can say create. Now create a button. You can just say create a button. If you are maybe this is our sprint, you can say our sprint want to create a button, and in our sprint we also want to create an input. So here if we say deleted, if you check click checkbox here, not okay, the app was not yet loaded. I don't know why it was slow to react. So this is how I try again. So we are saying we are creating this our project we are creating, and our first sprint or to do for this first sprint is to create a button, and then we create an input, create a input. After that, then we finish, and just say finish the sprint. So this is it. If we click here, we check here, our checkboxes are being ticked. If we uncheck them, if we delete, we are deleting. Delete button is working well. This is working well. So this is a Todoapp in React. I think this is it may be, if it's your first time, it may be confusing, but as time you practice, it just be easier and easier and easier. So as you can see, if you compare between the two apps we created, using the one that we use the whole JavaScript, and this one we use React, you can see that here it is declarative. In our previous in that episode, here we have to create them. Here we just declare them, and here this is a component, the to do component with which we pass the props, and these props we read them here, and here this is our state that we declared here, that the state to contain all this to do. So that is it about React, and see you on the next episode where we do other aspects in React. that you should know and that are important. Don't forget to like and share our videos on our social media platforms. My name is Wellington. Sign out. Have a good day.